Hey guys, Nate Morris here, MasterLSAT.com. So I thought I'd make another video sharing with you guys a valuable tip for the logical reasoning section that a lot of people find very helpful. And that is the answer to the question that many people have, which is, what do I do when I'm down to two answer choices on a logical reasoning question and I can't tell which one it is? So many people say that they are good at getting it down to two, but then they feel like they always pick the wrong one, right? Or they're not consistently picking the right one. They're down to two, and how do you get to the right answer when you're down to two and you're not sure which one it is? And I'm going to share with you a very simple tip that hopefully will prove to be very valuable, as it has for many people. And first, I'm going to give you the tip really quickly, and then I'm going to explain the logic behind it. So the tip is, when you're down to two answers on a logical reasoning question, don't look for the right answer. Look for the wrong answer, right? You're down to two. Presumably one of them is, at least one of them certainly is wrong. Presumably one of them is wrong and one of them is right, if you've narrowed it down to these two. Don't look for the one of the two that's right. Look for the one of the two that is wrong. Now, for sure, I know that both of them right now look right to you. If you've narrowed down to two, they both look right. And the reason is because if they both looked wrong, well, then if all five answers looked wrong, you wouldn't have narrowed it down to two. You would have been looking at all five of them, A, B, C, D, E. So if you've narrowed it down to two, that means that they both look right. They both look kind of right, and you can't figure out which one is wrong. Now, the reason that you should look for the one that's wrong as opposed to the one that's right is because that's what you're missing, right? The things that make these answers either be right or seem kind of right, that you're not missing, that you're seeing, because right now they both look right to you. There's something that's making one of them wrong that you're missing, and very often it's a very small detail, it's a word, it's some kind of little twist or nuance in one of the answer choices that you're not reading or thinking about correctly, and therefore that's what you want to look for. If you just look for the right answer, or if that's sort of your goal in your mind, you're going between these two answer choices, you're reading B, you're reading E, you're reading B, you're reading E, and you're like, which one feels more right? That's not really a logical process. That's more of a gut process, right? Which one feels more right? If you're looking for the right one, trying to find the one that kind of feels right, well, they both feel right to you. So you're going to end up just looking for the one that feels more right. And guess what? There's no such thing as more right or less right on the LSAT, right? The answer is either right or it's dead wrong. So if you just kind of go for the one that sort of feels more right because the words just kind of resonate more with you, that's not a good process for getting a 180 on the LSAT, right? That's not going to work every time. What you want to do is look for what you're missing. What are you not seeing in these two answer choices? You're not seeing the thing that's making one of them wrong. And I've seen people time and time again where they read the same answer choice 10, 20 times before they see, oh my gosh, I missed that word the whole time. It says most instead of many or something like that. Or they switch something. It says red instead of purple. Whatever the case may be, they switch a word or they write something in a way that you're misinterpreting, and that happens so often. As you know, if you've taken more than a few LSATs, you know that they're very good at finding ways to trick you like that. So read the answer choices very carefully. Let's say you're between B and E. Read B one word at a time. Find what's wrong with it. What is making B wrong? And then do the same thing with E. What is making E wrong? Something's making one of these two things wrong, right? So that's what you want to look for. Now, I know there's a very simple thing, and it sounds like it's maybe not so consequential, right? What's the difference if I'm looking for the one that's right or if I'm looking for the one that's wrong? Either way, I'm between two answers, right? What's the difference? But it actually does make a difference. If you set your goal to be, let's try to prove B wrong. Let's try to find what's wrong with this. And let's try to prove E wrong. Let's try to find what's wrong with E. That will make you much more likely to figure out the thing that's wrong and actually get a black and white, now I see exactly what makes E wrong, what makes B right. As opposed to if you look for the right answer, then you're going to be going more based on gut and feeling, which is kind of what we want to avoid on the LSAT. Anyway, I hope that this tip is something that you find helpful. It's something you can start applying right away. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you find it helpful or if you have any other helpful tips for logical reasoning that you found helped you out. And definitely hit subscribe if you want to get more helpful info like this. And I will see you in the next video.